Hare Krishna. So we shall start.
Yes,
Hmm.
Prabhu.
So today is Vishnu Sarga Sandhi, the third and the last part of first chapter. And so this is the first one here. Means there are few above even, but they are not that necessary. So we shall start from here. This one. So this is Chachayo Sharamaha. It says that now Vishnu Sarga Sandhi basically means there will be some change with the Vishnu Sarga. So Vishnu Sarga becomes Sharama when Charama or Charama follows. For example, here. And this is very important, so please pay keen attention. Krishna Charati. So the rule is if there is Visarga and if there is either Cha or Cha, then this Vishnu Sarga will convert into the palatal Sha. So it will be Krishna Charati. So that's why till now I was telling you when we were doing Bhagavad Gita that this Sha is simply Visarga. So this is the reason. The next is Krishna Chadayati. Krishna Chadayati. So again here we have Cha Rama. So this Visarga converts into the palatal Sha, Talavya Sha. So it will be Krishna Chadayati. Yeah, there are a lot of examples. Means this is very rampant. Everywhere you will see this and this. And the second is this is first one, Chachayo Sharamaha. So Chachayo Sharamaha. Then the second one is if there is Visarga and if there is Ta or Tha, either Ta or Tha, then this Vishnu Sarga will convert into the cerebral Sha. So, and the rule is Ta Tha Yoho. So, Ta Tha Yoho Sharamaha. This one. Ta Tha Yoho Sharama. Vishnu Sarga becomes Sharama when Tha Rama follows. Simply, if Vishnu Sarga is there and if these two follows, so this Vishnu Sarga will convert into Sha. Like in the last Vishnu Janasandhi, we had this Na, and if we had Ta or Tha following, then this Na was converting into this. So similarly, that was the conversion of Na into this, but here we are converting Vishnu Sarga. So it converts into Sha. Examples are Krishna Tikate. Krishna Tikate. So follows. So Vishnu Saga converts into the cerebral Sha, this one, and then Krishnashtikate. Second example is Kah Tha Rama. Yeah, so here Tha Rama follows and Vishnu Sarga is there. So Vishnu Sarga converts into again the yeah. So anyone, if they, this is very simple actually, not complicated, but still, if you have got any clarification, then you can please ask. Then the third part of this series of Vishnu Sarga Sandhi is, if we have Vishnu Sarga, this one, and if we have either Ta or Tha Rama, then what will happen is Tathayoho Sa Ramaha. Then this Vishnu Sarga will convert into the dental Sa, normal Sa. Examples are Tathayo Sa Ramaha, Krishna Tarati, Krishna Tarati. So Krishna's Tarati. And in Devanagari it will be, sorry, I have not switched on my Devanagari script. Anyways, then Krishna Tut Karoti, Krishna Tut Karoti. Then it becomes Krishna's Tut Karoti. Yeah, so these were the three sandhis. Yes. Any doubt till here? I think it was easy. So you can try to make some chart here. Insert table. Okay, so if we have Vishnu Sarga plus, what was that first? Chacha. So Chacha. So it becomes, the Vishnu Sarga becomes palatal Sha. If we have this and this, so Vishnu Sarga becomes this. If we have this, yeah, okay. Clarified? Any questions? Okay.
No, Prabhuji. Clear.
Very simple actually. Then we'll skip this one, not say. No, not important. Then this fourth sutra is Shaurishu Shauriva. Vishnu Sarga can optionally become a Shauri when a Shauri follows. So what is Shauri? What are the letters? Of Shauri? Then palatal Sha. Okay, if there is Vishnu Sarga, and if there is either the palatal Sha, the cerebral Sha, or the dental Sa, then what will happen is Vishnu Sarga will optionally convert into the Shauri which follows. So if Sha follows, then Vishnu Sarga will optionally convert into Sha, and optionally it will remain the same. Shaurishu Shaurirva. For example, Krishnaha Sharanam. Krishnaha Sharanam. So here we have Vishnu Sarga and then we have the palatal Sha. So in this case, one time it will remain as it is, Krishnaha Sharanam, no change. But one time it will, the Vishnu Sarga will convert into the following Shauri. So Shara, Krishna Sharanam, that's all. And similarly, Harehe Shandaha. So Harehe Shandaha one time with the same, and one time Hare Shandaha. Harehe Surabhi, Hare Surabhi one time, and Hare Surabhi. One famous example is, in that Om Shanti Shanti part, that Shanti part we do, Om Shanti 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 Om. There it is like this, Shanti, and then again Shanti, and again Shanti one more time. So actually, when someone pronounce it correctly, so first of all he will apply sandhi. So it will be Shantish Shanti. So he will pronounce like this. Om Shantish Shantish. Like this. So this is what the rule is. Any doubt here? Quite simple actually. Vishnu Sarga Sandhi only 2-3 sutras, little complicated, otherwise it's very interesting.
This is optional, right, Prabhuji?
Yeah, this is optional. And one time it can be Om Shanti and Shanti. This is optional.
Because mostly I have heard people pronouncing like Shanti, Shanti.
Yeah, but this is also right. Shantish. If
Yeah, yeah.
you hear the Mayapur Gurukul, those devotees from Mayapur Gurukul chanting Shanti Path or something, and many other also, they'll pronounce like this, Shantish. Like recently we did Narsingha Yagya in our temple. So three of us chanted many verses, and then we were, preparing for this. So then we got to know that they were pronouncing it as Shantish. So that's why I just gave this example. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. So we did 4 sutras. See? Okay. We'll skip this one. Satvata Paratva Lopeshta. This is not much used. But this one and the next sutra, they are really good ones. Shall we do this one today? Shall we do one more sutra or we do Gita? I don't know. We already did 4 sutras.
Can do one more, Prabhuji,
Okay. If
because
anyone
test is also coming up.
also means I looked through some guidebooks as one devotee was sort of telling in the last class. But actually, the thing is, many guidebooks or most of the guidebooks, they are like designed as per the Panini system. And so I can give that and post that simply, but the thing is, it might confuse, the sequence of the sutras, the sequence of the examples given. So I don't want to confuse you, but I'm trying to figure out how can I give more examples for the sandhis we have done. And if not before test, then of course in test. Sorry for that. But of course, we are going to do a practice before test for all the sandhis in the class. So no issue. Uh, okay, we'll try for this Adaram Gopali or Nityam. Hmm. So Adaram Gopali or Nityam. This is very important sutra. So please It means a Vishnu Sarga that comes after a Rama always become U Rama when a Rama or a Gopala follows. So it goes like this. Fifth one, right. So when a Rama is there, and after this is a Vishnu Sarga, and after a Vishnu Sarga there is either a Rama or Gopal. What are Gopalas? Anyone? The sutra?
Hari, Hari Gada, Hari Ghosh,
Yes.
plus Hari Mitra,
Hari Venu also.
Hari Venu.
Hari Gada, Hari Ghosh, Hari Venu, Hari Mitra, Hashtra Gopala. And even the letter
Or her, her.
yeah. So they are all Gopalas.
Yeah.
So any letter from that group, Gopala or A, if they follow, then what will happen is this Vishnu Sarga after A Rama will convert into U. And the sutra says always become. So this is very important. Always. It's a regular rule, it's not an optional rule. So if a Vishnu Sarga comes after A, so it becomes U by this sutra. Ad Aram. At means after A. Ad Rama Gopal Yor. If after A Vishnu Sarga is there, and after Vishnu Sarga there is Rama or Gopala. So basically, in this case, what's happening is it's like this. So A is a Purva Nimitta. So this is a new term I'm introducing today. Means we are working on this Vishnu Sarga, but we are considering this as a Purva Nimitta for that Sandhi to be applied. And this or this either of the Gopalas, they are considered as Paranimittas. So this Sandhi is based upon the Paranimittas and both Purva Nimitta. So Nimitta means the cause, the reason. Purva means the past reason, and Para means the latter one, the former and the latter. So this becomes U. Now what will happen is, okay, further question for you. A plus U. Is there any Sandhi applied from any Sandhis earlier done?
O.
Yeah, Uddvayam. O. So it becomes O. Now we'll do some examples. Krishna Atra. Krishna Atra. Here Vishnu Sarga is lying after the letter A. And after Vishnu Sarga there is A again. So we'll convert this Vishnu Sarga into U first of all by this sutra. Ad Aram Gopaliyor Urnityam. So when we make U, it doesn't mean this becomes AU. There is, a further scope of doing Sandhi. So now here A and U becomes O by Udvayam O in the Sarveshwara Sandhi we did. So it becomes O. Krishna. And now one more Sandhi is applied here. Which one?
The A will get deleted and that
Avagraha.
what we call Avagraha will come.
Yes. So then Eobhyam Asya Haro Vishnu Padam.
Eobhyam. Ha.
Krishna Tra. So 3 Sandhis applied to make this final form. One more example. This is very interesting actually. Krishna Gacchati. So, okay. Ga is Gopala or not?
Yeah, it is.
It is Gopala because it is Harigada. Gajadadaba Harigada, the third row. And this Vishnu Sarga is preceded by a and is followed by ga. So it meets the prerequisites of this sutra. So, of course, one more thing is before applying any sutra, we have to check whether the requirements are fulfilled according to the sutra. If there is no Gopala or a after Vishnu Sarga, so we cannot apply this sutra here. But here it is. So it becomes U as per this sutra, Adaram Gopalyor Nityam. And this becomes O by Udvayam O. So yeah, this is the answer. Krishno Gachati. That's all. Krishno Gachati. That's why earlier I was mentioning you, whenever you see O, 99% it is Ah. So this is the rule, how it became O.
Prabhu, even Udvay O happens within the Vishnupada also.
Yes, yes,
Vishnupada.
yes, yes. That's why we are applying here.
So wherever there is A and U.
But it should not be O.
Okay.
Like if we have Krishna 1.2
Yeah.
or 2.2, then
Yeah.
we cannot say, oh, again, we came together, so make them, oh, no, they are like the final forms. Like before becoming the final forms, it can happen, but after becoming the final form, they cannot. Okay?
Okay.
Prabhuji, if Krishnotra is given in some verse or some commentary, now because this sandhi is happening, it is coming after 3 sandhis. I think it is very difficult to decode and get the original.
Yeah,
one.
that's why, okay, just we'll do one more like this. Okay, now we'll undo it. Okay. So what are the 2 words here actually?
Bhakto
Bhakta
Asi.
Okay, so first of all, Bhakto and then
Plus
Asi,
Asi.
right? So first we undid the third sutra.
Yeah.
Eobhyam asya haro Vishnu padante. Now we have Asi and we have Bhakto. Now Bhakto, by this rule, Adarama Gopalyor Nityam, it will be Bhaktah and Asi. Same like Krishnavatra Bhaktose. Bhaktah Asi. So see, it takes practice and it takes little guidance to come to that stage. So means it's not like
Prabhuji, that means then Prabhuji, Bhakto word, there is no word Bhakto.
No. There is no word
Yeah.
Bhakto. The words should
Yes.
make sense actually.
So that knowledge is required. Otherwise, you may wonder, okay, maybe Bhakto is a word.
Means see, for this one you have knowledge because you have memorized Krishna table. Krishna 1.1 is Krishna. So Bhakta 1.1 is Bhaktah. And you know this rule by now. And by that rule, this becomes O. First of all, U and then O. So then you come, okay, Bhaktah Asi. It makes sense.
Yes. Okay.
Any further clarifications?
No.
Yeah, so, okay. So please, these are very important sutras actually. So please pay attention. So we'll finish this and we'll do Gita. Okay. Which verse is today? Anyone? What was the last?
1.16 to 18.
What is the verse?
Ananta Vijayam Raja Kunti Putra.
Ananta Vijayam Raja.
Ananta Vijayam Raja Kunti Putro.
Kunti Putro. Kunti Putro. Putro. See Putro.
Putro Yudhishthira.
Then Nakulaha. Nakulaha Saha Devash Cha Sughosha.
Yeah.
Mani Pakau. Ananta Vijay Raja Kuntri Putra Yudhishthira Nakula Sahadevashcha Subhosha Mani Pushpakau. What is the next?
Kashyascha Parameshvasa.
Let's do one thing actually. One minute. One point 16, 17, 18.
Yes.
This is Balaram. Okay, we are here. Okay. Yeah, so we have 10 minutes. Today I'm operating from my account. Okay, so we'll just quickly move. Ananta Vijayam. So Ananta Vijayam is a name of a concept. It's a noun. It's 2.1. It's a name of a conch shell. It's masculine. Raja. I'll just speak today myself because we have just 9 minutes. So Raja is a noun. Actually, it's not a noun here. It's an adjective. It's 1.1. It's masculine. And the original word is? Anyone? Original word of Raja, like the moon. Any guess?
Raja.
It's Rajan. Then Kunti Putro. See, Kunti Putro. What is this O here? This is Aha, Putraha. Because Ya is following and Ya is Gopala. Harimitra. Harigada, Harighosha, Harivenu, Harimitrani, Hashta Gopala. So Ya is Harimitra. So this became U and and U became O. So this is Putro. So it is Putra. Okay. Kunti Putraha, which is 1.1. It's an adjective and it's masculine, which means the son of Kunti. Then Yudhishthira. So Yudhishthira is a noun, is 1.1, and it means Yudhishthira, the elder of the Pandavas. Then we have
Prabhu, like Yudhishthira is there, and then here it is ta tha da dha na, Nakula.
Okay.
And is like there is Visarga, and there is Harimenu, which comes under Gopala.
Yeah.
So why isn't it
that sutra apply?
Yeah.
Because that sutra is not applied after what do you say? Like there are 4 parts in a shloka.
Okay.
How do you say part? Pad? No, not pada. I just forgot the term. Anyhow, means see. You see the Purn Viram here?
Okay.
So when Purn Viram is there, no sandhi will happen with this and here.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a rule. Even here, like that. Then Nakulaha. It's again 1.1 noun 1.1. Saha Devash. Now Saha Devash. We have cha following, and when cha follows, it was a Vishnu Sarga. So Vishnu Sarga becomes the palatal sha when cha or cha follows. So this is the rule we studied today. Saha Devaha. This is noun 1.1. Cha, this is an avyaya, which means and. Sughosha Mani Pushpakau. So they are, first of all, this is a noun. These are 2.2. This is 2.2. Krishna, Krishnau, Krishna, Krishnam, Krishnau. 2.2, because there are 2. And they are just names of the conch shells of Nakula and Sahadeva. And they are masculine. Then we have
Prabhu, here if cha was not used, then it would it have been like Nakula Sahadeva, something like that?
Means again, now if that was the case, then the composer depends on the composer. Again, you are
but
right.
Grammatically, is it?
Yeah, means we discussed this point in the last class, that Sughosha, Mani Pushpako, they are 2.2, but Nakula and Sahadeva, they are 1.1, but they are connected with cha. So this is a right combination. I explained it in the last class also. Like Sthitau, Madhava, Pandavastaiva, that's Sthitau, Syandane, Mahati, Syandane, Sthitau. So Sthitau was adjective for Madhava and Pandava there, and that was the right combination. But if cha was not there, then of course it had to be something like Nakula Sahadevau.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Right. Then it becomes 1.2 and Sughosha Mani Pushpakau 2.2. Like that.
Okay.
So Kasha. We'll do this Kasha and the next one tomorrow with the premium account. Today we'll just map it. Even though the Kriya is in the last verse, we'll just pick this Kriya from here and use it to complete this verse. Dadmo means basically to blew. Again, this Dadmo. Okay. So in this verse today we studied, first of all, who blew? Yudhishthira. And the adjectives of Yudhishthira are
Raja.
And Kunti Putra even. One very interesting thing is about to come. Kunti Putra. So he blew which conch shell? He blew
Ananta Vijaya.
Ananta Vijayam. Then the next one is Sughosha Mani Pushpa Kau. So these conch shells were played by. Then we'll write Nakulaha and Sahadevaha. And we join them with Cha. Now, one thing can be asked that why Kunti Putraha is not used as an adjective of Sahadeva and Nakula. Why only for Yudhishthira? So this is very obvious that Sahadeva and Nakula were not Kunti Putras, they were Madri Putras. So that question is invalid here. Okay, time is almost up. I'm sorry for this short class, but so we'll finish here. Thank you very much. And
Hare Krishna.
we'll continue tomorrow. Hare Krishna.